If you woke up tomorrow with twice the money you have today, would your life really change? Picture this for a moment. You open your bank account and there it is, double the amount you had yesterday. For the first few days, maybe even weeks, it would feel like all your problems just vanished into thin air. You'd pay off some debts, buy things you've been wanting, maybe even celebrate a little. But then, slowly and inevitably, the same old bills would start piling up again. The same financial mistakes would creep back in. The same stress, the same anxiety about money would return like an unwelcome guest that never really left. Why does this happen? Because the real problem was never actually the amount of money sitting in your account. The real problem was always the way you think about money, the way you relate to it, the way you make decisions around it. And here's the harsh truth that most people spend their entire lives avoiding. If you keep thinking the exact same way you think right now, you will stay broke forever. This isn't about working harder. You probably already work hard enough. This isn't about getting lucky. Luck is just preparation meeting opportunity. This is about something much deeper and more fundamental. Upgrading the operating system in your mind, the invisible software that runs in the background and decides whether you'll live in abundance or spend your entire life trapped in constant scarcity. Today, I'm going to expose the exact beliefs, the specific thought patterns that silently sabotage your wealth before it even has a chance to grow. And more importantly, I'm going to show you how to flip them before it's too late. Most people are completely trapped in a cycle they can't even see, like fish swimming in water who don't realize they're wet. From childhood, they're programmed with a very specific formula for life. Study hard in school, get good grades, find a stable job with benefits, work diligently for 30 or 40 years, save a little bit along the way, and then retire hoping you have enough to survive. It sounds responsible, doesn't it? It sounds like the sensible, mature thing to do. But here's what nobody tells you. It's actually the perfect formula for staying financially stuck forever. The poor mindset. And I'm not talking about people who are temporarily low on cash. I'm talking about the mental programming. Treats money like it's a limited, finite resource that must be hoarded, feared, and protected at all costs. They see money as something that's hard to get and easy to lose. So they grip it tightly and make decisions from a place of scarcity and fear. The millionaire mindset sees money in a completely different way. They see money as energy, as a tool, as a seed that grows exponentially when planted in the right soil. They understand that money is not the goal. Money is the vehicle. It's not about luck, and it's not even primarily about talent or intelligence. It's about how you think, how you make decisions, and how you respond when opportunities cross your path. Here's the crucial part. If your mind is programmed for scarcity, if your subconscious is running programs of fear and limitation, you will unconsciously and automatically push those opportunities away. No matter how close they get to you, you'll find reasons why it won't work, why it's too risky, why you're not ready yet. From a very young age, most of us were told things that seemed harmless at the time, but were actually like mental viruses being downloaded into our consciousness. Things like money is hard to get. You have to work incredibly hard for every dollar. Rich people are greedy and selfish, or money doesn't bring happiness, it actually makes people miserable. These statements sound innocent enough, even wise. but they're actually programming your mind to fear wealth instead of pursuing it. These beliefs convince you to avoid investing because it's too risky. They make you resist taking calculated chances because what if you lose everything? They make you settle for safe, predictable options that keep you exactly where you are, year after year after year. But here's how wealthy people think differently. They understand that money doesn't change who you are at your core. It amplifies who you already are. If you're naturally generous, having money will make you more generous. If you're creative, money gives you the freedom and resources to create even more. If you're kind, money allows you to be kind on a larger scale. And yes, if you're careless or selfish, money will expose and amplify those qualities too. The question isn't whether money is good or bad. The question is, what will your money amplify about you? What kind of person are you becoming, and how will resources enhance that? The poor mindset measures value in hours and effort. If I work more hours, I'll make more money. If I work harder, I'll get ahead. But here's the mathematical problem with that thinking. The day only has 24 hours. Your body has physical and mental limits. And trading time for money will always hit a ceiling. That's why you can work yourself to complete exhaustion, sacrifice time with your family, miss out on experiences and relationships, and still find yourself struggling financially. You're trapped in what I call the time for money prison. Millionaires don't think in hours. They think in terms of scale and leverage. They understand that one great idea, one smart investment, one system that runs automatically in the background can generate more wealth in a single month than years of traditional labor. They're constantly asking themselves, how can I create something that pays me while I sleep? How can I build systems that work even when I'm not working? This is why the rich seem to get richer with less effort. It's not because they're lazy or lucky. It's because they understand the power of leverage. They understand the difference between selling their time and multiplying their value. If you want to join them, you have to fundamentally shift from being someone who sells time to someone who creates and scales value. The number one reason people stay financially small isn't lack of opportunity. It's fear. Fear of losing money. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of being judged by family and friends. Fear of stepping outside their comfort zone. But here's the paradox. In trying so hard to avoid loss, they end up avoiding growth entirely. Successful investors and entrepreneurs fail regularly. But every failure teaches them something valuable that gets them closer to eventual success. They treat failure like market research, like tuition paid to the University of Real-World Experience. Meanwhile, the scarcity mindset treats failure like a death sentence, like proof that they're not cut out for success. It's like standing on the edge of a diving board, paralyzed by fear, too scared to jump, while others leap in confidently, learn to swim, and discover that the water really isn't as scary as it looked from above. If you want a fundamentally different life, you have to be willing to get uncomfortable. You have to be willing to fail forward. Changing your financial reality starts with changing the questions you ask yourself every day. Instead of automatically saying, I can't afford this, train yourself to ask, how can I create an income stream that easily pays for this? Instead of thinking, money is so hard to make, ask yourself, who has already achieved what I want, and how can I learn from their path? Millionaires don't waste time trying to reinvent the wheel. They find people who have already succeeded and they model what works. They study success, they invest in learning, and then they take massive action. Because here's the truth. Mindset without action is just positive thinking. And action without the right mindset is just wasted energy spinning your wheels. The two must work together in harmony. Right now, at this very moment, you have a choice in front of you. You can keep thinking the way you've always thought and get the same results you've always gotten. Or you can make the decision to rewire your mind for abundance and create a completely different future. Don't just listen to this video and then go back to the same old habits and patterns. Start small, but start today. Adopt one new empowering belief. Take one bold action. Make one smart financial move. This journey isn't about chasing money for the sake of money. It's about creating the kind of life where you can finally breathe without constantly worrying about the next bill. It's about the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have options, knowing you're truly free. And I want you to know that I'm not here just to give you information and disappear. I'm here to walk with you through this transformation. So subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, and let's build this future together. Because together, we're going to find the financial freedom and peace of mind we've been waiting for our entire lives.